So I talked about the two robbers in my last video. I want to kind of touch on them again real quick and what they represent. It's so important that we get this. So important, especially for myself. It's so important that I get this, and I want to share this with you guys. So again, like I told you, the two robbers are symbolic. The Bible is a book of symbolism. The two robbers they represent the past, your past, and they represent your future. And Jesus being in the center of them represent your present, which is your now. What's interesting is one of the malefactors, one of the robbers, which represents your past, he was accusing Jesus. He was cursing Jesus. He was accusatory, and he was cursing Jesus. He said, if you're the Son of God, then save yourself and save us. You claim to be the son. So this robber, this thief represents your past, and he's being accusatory, saying if you're the Son of God, then why not save yourself and save us? And that's what your past do. Your past is accusatory. Your past accuses you of your past transgressions, your past sins, your past faults, your past failures. How many of us got people in our lives, family members, relatives, friends, loved ones, whatever, so-called loved ones, that are constantly reminding us of what we used to be and what we did? Some failings, some human frailty, some bad judgment on our part. Your past robs you of your present, which is Christ in the middle, your now. And the other malefactor, thief, robber, represents the future. Now, it's interesting, the contrast that's made here. Look at the contrast. The other malefactor, the other thief, said to Christ, "Remember me when you go into the kingdom. Remember thou me when thou enterest into thy kingdom." Remember me. That remember me when these are all terms of a future event. So this is why this other thief represents the future. One represents the past, the other represents the future. And the future is looking bright, right? In this context, the future is looking bright, because he's saying, look, after this is all done, when we get to the other side, I want you to remember me. Remember that, I was loyal to you, I supported you, and so when we get to the other side, you'll hook me up. You know what I mean? You'll make sure I get into heaven. So the future, is in this context, in this symbolism, in this interpretation, here the future is saying, things are going to get better. Things are going to look better. Right? So in this concept, again, in the last video, I told you how your future can rob you and how your past can both rob you. But in this video, what I'm doing is something a little slightly different. I'm showing you how your future can be, optimistic. In this context, the thief was being optimistic. He was saying, remember me when you get to the other side. So he was trying to set himself up, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He knew what was coming, so he was trying to get in good grace. He was ingratiating himself to Christ to make sure when Christ on the other side hooks him up. And that's that's in our world today, we have that, right? People might see that you're going somewhere, so they try to ingratiate themselves with you, or to hitch their wagon to yours, so that you get, when you make it to where you got to make it to, you'll remember them and take care of them, right? You look out for them, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, right? But here's what Jesus said to him: "Today thou shalt be with me in paradise." Today thou shalt be with me in paradise. And this is the difference between the last video and this video. What I want to point out in this video is this: when we speak about our future aspirations, our future ambitions, the things we want, I want to make this more practical now. I want to bring this home and make it more practical now. When we talk about the things we want, you know what? Myself, including myself, my future is going to be better. I got hope. I got faith. I believe things are going to get better. No. Here's what Jesus said to him, and he's saying to me and you: "Today thou shalt be with me in paradise." I hope that my book sales take off. This is what I'm personally working on, my projects. These are my hopes. You know, I write books. I hope that my book sales get picked up. I hope my book get picked up by a publisher, a renowned publisher. I hope that my book takes me to, no. Jesus is saying, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. Y'all see where I'm going? I hope you stay with me here. Rather than hoping for a future, say no. Today, my book sales are going to get, you know, to that next level. Today, my book will get picked. Today, my success will be with me in the paradise of my mind. He said, today thou shalt be with me in paradise. Paradise in this context, a state of mind, happiness, a ground, a land of joy, of success, of milk and honey and money and prosperity. Paradise. Today, my health. You know, I'm not wishing to get better in the future. Today, I'm in good health in the paradise of my mind. Today, I'm successful in the paradise of my mind. Today, I have everything I want in the paradise of my mind. Today, I am well. I am satiated in the paradise of my mind. Today, all is well in my life. Today, everything is turning around in my favor. Today, thou shalt be with me in paradise. What y'all see where I'm going? Speak the things you want for the future in the now. Remember, the way they were structured and arranged, you had both malefactors on the left and the right, and Jesus was in the center. The center represents your focus. You don't look to the left, you don't look to the right, you stay focused, narrow-minded, you look straight ahead. You center yourself. Jesus in this context represents the center. The center represents grounded. So you are grounded in the middle. You're grounded. You're not to either extremes. You're grounded, and it also represents balance in this context, the way they were organized and structured. One to the left, one to the right, Jesus being in the middle. And Jesus represents, the left and the right represents past and future. Jesus represents the presence. The presence is now. Another name for now or the present is I am. I, subjective, first person subjective pronoun. Am, the verb to be, the participle of the verb to be means to exist. I am. Jesus is I am in the center, in the middle. I am your balance. I am your center. I am your middle. I am your now. Today, I am healthy. Today, my mortgage is paid. Today, my finances are doing fantastic. Today, I will have these things in the paradise of my mind. Don't wish for a future. Today is the day that God has made. I will rejoice in it. Peace.